fix all our account details via Paystack and Flutterwave. So all we need to do is to head on to our Vapor app. This is our Vapor app. Then we need to look for payments and click on it. So this is payments. As you can see, pay later. Let's do a small adjustment on pay later. So it is enabled. We are going to call it pay on delivery. So it's also an option. You can decide to leave it there so that the customer can actually place an order on pay on delivery. When you receive the order, you call the customer to confirm. Before you deliver, at the delivery point, the customer pays you. So click on save. So it's pay later as an option here, but during the process of customer placing an order is going to be on pay delivery. So this is the two other payment channel we work on, Paystack and Flutterwave. So let's just click on settings to see how Paystack is. You can see it is disabled. When you click on enabled, you'll see this option. The name is Paystack. Can use card, bank account, transfer, USSD, and many other. We need publishable key. We need secret key. This is our webhook. Then you can also decide to put it on text mode. When you are not ready, you can decide to use text mode to actually check how your payment works. So all we need to do now is to head on to Paystack and create an account. So we can just disable every other thing here. Then when we are done creating account, we disable it because you've enabled and you need to fix some public key and private key. So we'll head on to open an account on Paystack and just go on Paystack and click on it. So we are here. You can see it's telling you create a free account. So we click on create free account. Now we are going to fill on other information: country Nigeria, business name 360 global gadgets. Now it's asking for first name. The first name here is the owner's name. Now for yours you can use your name, but since it's a company, so we'll decide to use 360 global. Then here we use network. So email, we'll use 360 global network at gmail.com. So this is a phone number. So you set a password. Now you can see it's telling you your password should have one lower letter, one upper letter, one special character, and one number. So when you meet this condition, your password will be set. So I have met the condition, so all other options are set. So what type of business do you own? So is it startup business or registered business? We are registered business, so we'll click on register business. For those who are not registered, you can click on startup business. Are you a software developer? We are, but for your own case you are not, so you select no, I am not. We are a software developer, sorry. So you click and so we have we are done verifying our email address, and please note these 4 checks you have, where we have profile, contact, owner and account. They need to be marked checked to know that you have supplied all the necessary information, which are the compliance of Paystack. As you can see, ours are all checked. We are done with our profile, we are done with our contact information, we are done with our owner information and account. As you can see, we have a badge that is reading all done. This is the last aspect, which is the account. As you can see, this is our account, 360 Global Network. So please, before we proceed, ensure these information are all checked, and ensure you supply the accurate information. If not, your account will not be complete and you have difficulty in getting your live public or publishable key and your secret key. If your information are not all checked, you can only get text mode, publishable or public key and your secret key. So as you can see, we are all done here. So all we need to do now is to click on these 3 dots. As you can see, we have 360 Global Gadgets with code 1050923. So that is the code assigned to it by Paystack, but that is not the account number, so don't bother about that. You can have multiple business name on one Paystack account. You can decide to add other accounts to your Paystack. Maybe assuming you have a boutique that has a different name, and you also have another business you intend to also integrate, the names are different, you can decide to add the two here. It is very simple. All you need to do is to tell it to create another account using same information, but the account name will be changed. So that is for that. So all we need to do now is to head on to settings. Setting is the last option. This is where we get our public key or publishable key and our secret key. So we click on it. As you can see, we are on live mode. You can set it to text mode. You can see switching integration. So as you can see, it's now on text mode. So we'll bring it back to live mode. Difference between live mode and text mode is you can actually do some texting using the public key and the secret key. You place your account on text mode. When you are ready to make it live so that other people can pay you and you receive your payments, you put it on live mode. That is the difference. On the Vapor app, it also have the text mode and live mode. When you are ready to receive payment via the Vapor app, you set it to live mode, but when you are still on texting, you set it to texting mode. So the option will get our public key or publishable key and private key is the API keys and webhook. So we click on it. Now you can see API configuration live mode. You can also see API configuration text mode. So we are going to use the two. We are going to use the two on our Paystack. So first and foremost, we work with the text mode. This is the text mode secret key, and this is the text mode public key. So we copy the public key first. Just by clicking that, you've copied. So we'll visit our Vapor app, click on payment, Paystack, click on setting, enable it. So we selected secret key, but not for the live mode. The upper part of this is the live mode, and we are working on text modes using the information on Paystack. So we'll click on text key here and we'll paste it. So we'll go back to our Paystack and copy we copied the public key before, so we'll paste it on public key and remove it from our secret key. The difference, you see PK means public key. So we'll head on to copy our secret key now, which is this, and we'll paste it here. Now this is our webhook. All you just need to do is to copy the information on your webhook and paste it here. This is your webhook. Whatever information you find here, just remove it. If it's empty, better. So this is text webhook. You put the information here. Then you also have live webhook. Paste the information here. Don't bother about callback URL. It's for another thing. So all we need to do now is to also copy for our live mode public key and secret key. So we'll copy the public key of our live mode. We'll go to live mode. Publishable key here is also what is known as public key. So we'll head on again to copy our secret key. Before you are allowed to copy your live secret key, it will ask you for a password to confirm that you are the rightful owner of the account. So we'll copy our secret key and put it here. It is done. You can see the display name is Paystack. So when a customer wants to, it will tell you using Paystack. can see you can use card, bank account, bank transfer, USSD, Visa, and QR. Those are the payment method. So now we are setting it to text mode. We are not ready to use live mode, so that we can actually check what happened when we use some text mode. So after you've set all the necessary information, you need to click on save. So if you check on Paystack now, you will see it is enabled. So it means when a customer intends to buy now, it can actually see an option that is having Paystack. But for our Flutterwave, you also do that, but it's same procedure. You also need to register on Flutterwave, do all the necessary compliance or KYC, get your public key and your private key. Registration on Paystack and Flutterwave are different. The same way you did for Flutterwave is what you do for Paystack. Same as the other way. What you do in Paystack is what you do in Flutterwave. All we just need there is our public key and our secret key. So it is not different. They accept both payment method, and it is very easy to configure. You can use same information you supplied in Paystack for Flutterwave. So we are done setting our payment method. We have pay later, which is pay on delivering, and Paystack. So guys, let's just have a look at what we did. So we have visit our store, 360 Global Gadgets. We need to place an order for anything. So let's just place an order for the Kano Prisma printer. Add to cart. Then we'll visit our carts. Now this is the first. This is our carts. You can see the amount. It has not added delivery, so we need to say deliver to. Remember, we are using a restricted location which all addresses are joined together. So the order is above 51,000, so our delivery will be free. So now supply the address. If you are a registered user of Vapor, you just need to log in. If you are not a registered user, you can just change. Now we are going to see our customer names is 360 Homes of sorry 360. Let's just use 360 printers as our customer name. Then we'll say info at 360 info at 360 global network .com.ng. So address you can still decide to remove. Now say Alaba international markets. Assuming that's where we have our store. So city we put Alaba / Ojo, state Lagos, country Nigerian. So we need to click on continue. Now down to our payment, you can see we have pay on delivery, and the second option, which is now the first, you can see is Paystack. So when you are done with Flutterwave, you see the three payment methods: Flutterwave, Paystack, and pay on delivery. You can decide to set any of them to disable at any time of your will, or whenever you decide to remove pay on delivery, you can just decide to disable it and it is gone. So whenever a customer decides to place another, pay on delivery will be gone, and you only have Paystack and Flutterwave. You can still decide to bring it back at any time. So before you pay, you need to select a payment method. Now let's check what we did on Paystack. So we click on Paystack. We are on text mode, so please remember we are on text mode, not live. So when you need live, all you just need to do, go back to your Paystack setting on Vapor and set it to live, then you disable the text mode. So now we click on pay now. So enter WhatsApp number. Now place order. So you can see it has initialized and went straight to payment checkout. Use one of these payment method below to pay 68,000 to 360 Global Gadgets. So you can see whatever payment you are making is for 360 Global Gadget. You can decide to use pay with card. You can decide to use pay with bank. You can decide to use pay with transfer. You can decide to use pay with USSD. So when we are on live mode, this option will be available. So the email you are seeing here is the email that will receive a notification when payment is being made. So let's check all the payments. Start with card. So if you click on success, it means it's just a text mode. You can see text. You click on pay. It will, after doing all the necessary checking, and it will click on pay and go back. So that is for that. For for Paystack. So we have set all the necessary setting. All we need to head on, back to our Vapor account and check if we have any information. So you can see there is an order from 360 printers 2 minutes ago, 68,000. So we open the order. You can see now the order was placed so date and time. Payment method was Paystack. Transaction ID was 30354463001. Shipped to Lagos mainland. The customer email is 360 Global Network. The name is 360 Printer. The address is Alaba International Market. Sorry, we use Alana instead of Alaba, Lagos, Nigeria. The amount. So that is the order we've just placed. So all we need to do now is to click on this option and make it process save. You can decide to jump one stage to another. You can decide to jump straight to shipped. It means we have successfully shipped the item the customer placed an order. Thank you, and this is all about payment in Paystack. If we have the privilege